Here on Dodge TV, we're talking with Assistant Director of Athletics, Frank Acollo, as the USF Dons basketball team will be playing both the men and women this Saturday night down at the Chase Center, home of your four-time NBA champion Golden State Warriors. This will be the first ever visit playing for a non-conference. Dons women will play at 3 o'clock. They'll take on the Stanford Cardinals from the Pac-12 conference, and then they'll take on Princeton in the Ivy League, the men at 6 p.m. Get your tickets at usfdons.com. Let's talk about the team and excited to play down at the Chase Center.
You know, it's going to be an amazing night. It's the first collegiate game ever held at the Chase Center. You know, we have the Warriors there, but we're the first college to take the field, so it's going to be a very historic night. The women's game will be incredible. Stanford, obviously, is one of the top teams in the country. I think their expectation is to win a national championship this year, so I think coming out to see them play would be very impressive. Our USF Dons won their first game. They have a great new team. I think we had 8 freshmen playing last year, and this year we've had some graduate transfer students and some kids maturing a lot, and so we have a really nice balance. The team is playing exceptionally well. They've looked good all fall through their exhibition games and through this first game, so I think they're going to be exciting matchup. Of course, the nightcap, you have Princeton Tigers, known for that Princeton offense. They're going to come in shooting the ball real well, always contend for the Ivy League title. I love the way our men's team is playing right now. We've added some athleticism to the lineup. We've got a great core of returning kids who got a lot of experience through our 3 consecutive 20-win seasons. Great senior leadership with Jimbo Lull and Jordan Martino. I had the pleasure to coach at De La Salle High School, and those guys have really matured, and I just love the fact that we have a lot of guys who can shoot it. Jimbo's playing well in the post. We have some great athletes complementing. I think it's going to be a great night for college basketball.
And, of course, Todd Golden replacing our Kyle Smith, who left to go up to the Pacific Northwest, up there to Wazoo, Washington State Cougars in the Pac-12, and he has inherited a good team and really left it in good hands where they are now, where they were some 5-6 years ago.
Well, Kyle did an outstanding job at Columbia. He's done an outstanding job here. He's got a great track record of taking programs and turning them around. He's got quite a challenge up there in the Pac-12, and Washington State has struggled a little bit, of late, but I think he's the right guy to get him in the right direction. I'm sure he'll have them playing together, competing, so we're excited to see Kyle do well and appreciate what he did for us here to get us back rolling with the consecutive 20-win seasons.
And there's also, let's talk about the West Coast Conference. Of course, it's going to go through always Gonzaga and the reigning champs of the West Coast Conference tournament, who's been ranked 20th in the preseason poll, St. Mary's Gales.
Yeah, I think the league is better than ever. It gets better every year, but the Gonzaga team obviously is a top 10 team in the country. St. Mary's is playing very well. Pepperdine's back in the mix. You just have Santa Clara. I think Herb Sendek's one of the finest coaches in the country, and I think we're poised to really position ourselves well in a great basketball league. But you got to bring it every night in this league. There's no doormats in this league. No. Every program has gotten better, so it's very exciting to see, and it's nice to see 2 teams nationally ranked in the preseason polls.
And finally, for the women, their outlook of the season.
I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. We grew a lot last year. Molly's an exceptional coach. She has a great staff with her. They work very hard. I personally watch them work out. A lot of teaching going on every day. I love the way these kids have grown together. I see them in the weight room. They work hard. They really love each other, and they're ready to compete for each other. And like I said, I just love the great balance of youthful enthusiasm with mature, experienced players who I think can take us to the next level. Okay, thank you. Good luck for the season, Frank. Thanks very much. Always a pleasure to see you. Appreciate all you do for all the teams in the Bay Area. You're a legend. Thank you. That's Frank Acolloco, the assistant AD. USF Dons will be taking on. It's a double dip down at the Chase Center right near Oracle Park Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. It will be the women's basketball. Will be taking on Stanford. Many by so-called experts have them picked to possibly win it all in women's basketball against the legendary coach Tara Vandervelde. That's a 3 p.m. tip-off down at Chase Center. Then the nightcap at 6 p.m. It will be the men's basketball team taking on Princeton. That will be at 6. 3 o'clock tip-off for the men's and women's hoops. For women's, it will be George Devine and Amy Tioli with the call on usfdons.com. And the nightcap for the men's,
Pat Olson and Jim Brovelli will give you a play-by-play in action for the Dons and against the Princeton Tigers from the Ivy League. Latest news on Dons athletics and ticket purchases for future Dons games and so much more, go to usfdons.com. I'm Brian Davis for your USF Dons segment on Dons TV.